Hi, I'm Ananya Mariam Rajesh, Associate Sub-Editor at Fibre2Fashion, and today I have with us Belcon Group CEO Vishwanath Chodvadiya. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Vishwanath, for joining us.
Thank you.
And from the last time we spoke, which is 3 months ago to today, there's been a war, there was a
Yeah.
peace deal,
Yeah.
which is broken, and
Yeah.
Iran is saying it won't go back. And this has impacted the dual landscape for textiles, especially.
Yeah.
So, how is it impacting trade decisions today for the Indian fabric companies?
I feel that altogether the problems that we have been facing since the last we have talked, the whole market has changed a lot. Where the demands major market being UAE, whereas for us major market being the UAE, for Indians for man-made fiber products, it has always been UAE the major market, and we are seeing a big impact on it because orders have reduced to, I can say, like around 50%, because the deliveries are late, because there is no proper route or channel, and whereas the end consumers or the users are also are not wanting to buy new fabrics. They are like, we have different problems to deal with right now. We'll be dealing with this later on. So yeah, I feel that overall, whatever is happening right now around the world is gonna really affect the textile industry, because that textile industry around the world is one of the biggest source for employments too, and also a biggest source of economical change for any of the country. So I feel it's gonna be affecting India in different ways. Whereas India being the market as a such, in a market being whole a lot, India is very big. And when India is big, they will not be able to see these differences, which are small parts,
Yes.
because the domestic market altogether is very huge. But the top 20%, which is the exports, is going to be affecting a lot, and it has affected. And we have been seeing that payments have been delayed to like 300 days, 400 days, and there are no other things that we have to go and ask, because it looks very bad on our part when they are already
There's a
facing some
war,
big
yeah.
big problem. How can we just go ahead and ask for the same thing? So yeah.
My next question was on the orders bit, and you've kind of answered.
Yeah.
It's reduced 50%. How has this kind of impacted your strategies for the next few months? Because the last time we spoke, you had told you were observing the prices for now, but now do you have to pass it on? Now, do you take the price increases still, or what's the idea?
So we are still taking in the price increases, but the market is not stable.
Yes.
Where as soon as some trade deal is broken off, the price is high, and the other day the prices are going down. So it's mainly we are seeing the stock market effect in the real
Real
life,
life, yeah.
and when it's coming to textile, we are seeing that on regular basis. I don't know how US is gonna be. US is playing the major role, where increasing the price and decreasing price of the crude oil is just in the flick of the seconds, and that impacts us right away when you are seeing in the real time. It looks very good on the stock markets, but it looks
not
very
really.
bad in the real business life, and that in general has really affected to us, and we are right now finding different ways how we can compute that, and our buyers are also willing right now, like, okay, we'll also bear something, but the majority of the time this whole trade gets affected by just one decision of war.
And we had this conversation where 499K shirts are going to go up to more higher range. That shirt in Zuria would be expensive today. So, what's your thoughts? Has it gone up, and has
So
it
as we
kind of
discussed
changed?
last time, that this not gonna be happening right away, but it will take time that we will be finding this problem, that we will be not finding the solution for it. But eventually by next year we'll be seeing some hikes. But right now all the channels are fixed, because they cannot suddenly or increase the pricing for
Yeah.
the products. Yeah. So
Got
that
it.
is it.
Uh, Another bit was about China Plus One sourcing. It's becoming a big deal for us today. And how has Belkin kind of benefited from it?
So Belcan in general has benefited us a lot in different ways. We have been benefiting a lot in different ways, because the government, the whole European market, the FTA trade that we have, got finalized
Yes,
today,
yes.
and we are very happy, and we are seeing a lot of European clients coming into the Bharat Tex right now. Many coming from UK, and once this FTA will be signed, everyone wants a different alternative.
Indeed.
Everyone wants a different supplier, because they don't want to be reliable on one, and we are seeing huge orders flowing in from now, and we are seeing a good demand in the export terms when it coming not from the UAE market but the European market. We are seeing a really big growth.
And I think European FTA is set to go in place in the next few months, right?
Yeah.
So how is that going to impact your order book? Is it going to help offset that 50%?
Yeah, obviously, because see, when as a company, we make a lot of fabrics, whether it be in 100% polyester or it be viscose
Yeah.
blends. So both has its good and bad parts.
Exactly.
Whereas in when we are doing polyviscose, nylon viscose fabrics, that blended fabric is really good demand in the European markets. So obviously our book's gonna go up, but somewhere has the profit has to be adjusting the losses and the profits. So yeah, it's gonna be a good balance, I feel.
And at Bharat Tex this year, sustainability is a focus. And how has it stood out to you? And
So I, when going around the stalls and going around the exhibition altogether, sustainability has always been a very keen part of the upcoming generation. I feel, and as in when the new generation stepping into the business, everyone wants the sustainable fabrics in it, and
Yeah.
I've seeing a lot of trends which are in yarn, in terms of yarn, that has been changing.
Yeah.
And I feel everyone wants to be focused on sustainability part, and that eventually will turn out. And because as in when we are finding China's plus one, they have been already using sustainable fibers and sustainable
Yes.
products. That eventually will come down to us in next couple of years. But I see a good positive trend that is happening right now in India towards sustainability.
What do you look forward from here today? There's a lot happening. Bharat Tex is showcasing sustainability, ecosystem, importance of, all the fabric, that whole value chain in itself. So what are you taking today from Bharat Tex?
So Bharat Tex, I'm seeing a lot of new blends, not of new fabric. Textile for India is going to be the next big thing, and it is still a next big thing, but
Yeah.
it's going to be increasing the PM's target for $1 trillion economy. It will come down to us that because the exports going to be increased a lot, and everyone is into innovations.
Yes.
You could, if I'm making some fabric, the other company is making something totally different. So everyone is into innovations, and with the help of Bharat Tex, I'm seeing a lot of new people coming out and reaching to the people. And I guess this gonna be eventually help us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vishwanath.
Thank
It
you.
was nice talking to you again.
Likewise.